Well, good morning. About 10 after 7 at the time this video starts. This is kind of a little project I want to be doing going on, especially since it's the beginning of the year. It's outside, it's a little too chilly, not too much to do right now. So I thought I'd get around to videotaping, videotaping. Fuck, I'm dating my age there. Just kind of making a series of videos and that of what we want to do to transfer the yard. So we're going to take a little tour here. Okay. So I'm going to switch the cameras over and our deck here. Right about here is where we're going to start having our garden towers on these tables here. And this is going to be part of our planting for veggies and that. In trellis, we hope to have stuff growing all around there by the time we're done. And these things we had last year, and they're called Bountiful Harvest planters. And they have this little water tube right here. Stores up to 3.5 gallons under a plastic grate underneath, and these did phenomenal. So this year we bought 7 more, so we're going to have 10. And this was kind of a blessing right here. I know it looks dead right now, our strawberry bed, but there is some green coming through, so looks like some of the plants did make it. We got 16 more in the garage. So moving along over here. Yeah, this is one blessing here. You learn to be self-sufficient. It's amazing how much you can actually get. I'll never be bored. Over here is what we call the chicken lounge, and you can see the ladies are up already in that. They're begging for food, and right here's the prefab coop, which is going pretty bad, so I will be replacing it. And sneak a peek. Oh yeah, one's sitting there on the eggs right now, so oh, nope, guess not. She ain't doing any eggs. Well, we'll have to see in a little bit there. Maybe they're hiding them somewhere else today. We had 13 yesterday, so they're probably in relaxing them. Then last year we bought them our little composting bin to help. Around the coop area, it's probably either around this area here on the side, or more likely what we're looking to do is to expand our run maybe over here on the back. Another week or so all the tarps will come off, and the ladies will have a little more light. Last year we had a more expensive project starting right where you see all the hay and the mats down here. Was the extension of our driveway. Where the trailer is, this is going to be moving right. The square right here is about 12 by 25 feet that we did so we could add a couple storage sheds, store some of the equipment. Over in the more wooded area of the property here, we have some thinning to do, especially around here. We got a good start last year. This is our mulberry tree, and talk about possibly doing some cuttings. Anyway, getting back to this mat here, you can see a little bit better here around there. We're most likely going to plant clover, because it will reinforce the ground for erosion of the soil. When we did this, unfortunately we had to have it graded a lot better than that. So realistically, we need all the help we can get. Plus, it provides a good fodder crop for the chickens. Over here, as we come down the side and going down the road, we're going to do some planting of our herbs and all that down here. Try and fix a little bit up. Jeannie's got the already started cleaning the beds out here in the front and that, and not sure what we're going to quite put on there yet. And we don't know where they're going yet, but we would like to add quite a few about 4 or 5 more fruit trees if possible. They're right over here among the flagpole. She did pretty good over there. You can see some of her flowers coming up again. And then the other bed right there, and you can see in the background the Easter tree that her and the kids did last week. It's nice to see some green finally coming around though, you know. This right here is not too much of a priority in the front as of yet. But, you know, Lord willing, we'll have some strength and time to do stuff with that as well. A little bit better view of her and the kids' handiwork on the Easter egg tree. And moving up on the side, we got some more work. Not too much is really going to be done with this. This is typically where we store some of the dirt and everything from last year's planters and move it out. And we last year we got them a new patio door, so I saved them. I'm probably going to put a couple cold frame things. Now right here on the side of the deck is where we're going to put our new greenhouse tent. We bought a 10 by 20 this year. So we're going to see what goes up there. You get a little bit better view of the backyard and area, and nowhere near as messy as it was last year. Nice day out, no rain yet, so that's a good thing. You hear the ladies cackling in the background. And up over here we got them. We trimmed some of it off this tree last year for the sun. And as you can see, moving up, we got chives coming up pretty good right there already. Which ain't too much. Another week or so, our apple trees will be ready to be taken down. This one's going to have a little bit of work, obviously, but we should be able to save it. I'm back by the shed, and over here we reclaimed a lot of this just with the scrap wood alone. And everything. This was a mess and a half. A lot of weeds, a lot of crown vetch, a lot of real bad stuff. So they did real good. Over here we're on one side of the garden we had last year, which right about where I'm standing from the garden and all the way around it, I have some brand new fencing I'm going to put up. Not so much to keep people out, but to keep the wildlife out. And it's going to extend from here all the way over to about where I'm pointed between the chair and the peach trees. Come right behind them all the way back to the property line, which you see those trees. Back over to here. Straight around over here. And then back to the garden again. So, yeah, we have a lot of stuff going on right now. God knows what's in this compost pile. A few pieces of wire we could probably use. Like I said, it's not raining yet, so I thought I'd get around here and try and do something appropriate. Try to avoid the foul language in one of my last videos. So I wouldn't want to go all liberal on people, except to make fun of them. So basically, our whole view is I don't want to say it's homesteading because, you know, we're still not off grid. Probably have no way to do it right now where we are, you know. Well, we could, but you know, I think the neighbors would appreciate it. We're on pretty good terms with the neighbors, so I'll save my abuse for people who deserve it, like the people I work with and general public that are a nuisance. So anyway, back to the tour. So along the garden edge, this year we're most likely going to put pumpkins, squash, melons, whatever in this area right here that's done. And then this dream right here, the storm took, and rather than destroy this frame and get next to nothing at it, what we're going to be doing is in this area, we're going to be putting approximately an 18 by 30 foot raised garden area. And on this frame here, I bought the fencing. It'll probably come up to about here. And that about 5 feet is going to be put all the way around straight. And we're going to make it so there's about 2 feet inside and out inside the hoop and 4 feet going out. And we're estimating probably about 700 plants or so at the best case scenario that we're going to be doing in there. And the caging we're going to put around is basically for pole beans. So we're going to have 4 rolls of pole beans, 2 in and 2 out in there. And we'll see how that goes. It's nice to see. We got these for 13 bucks on clearance last year. And they made it through the winter fine as our 2 peach trees. Yeah. Like I said, a lot of work. This was thrown together, and the fencing again for the entire back part of the property will be going right about over there. Hi, Kristen, long time no see. And right here's where we had the herb garden last year. And hopefully I didn't cut them back too far, and that's the first time doing it. But this is where we had our mint growing and everything. Some pineapple sage, a few other things. Then we got the kids' garden area here and that. They're kind of happy. If you look right here, we got some onions that survived the winter that are starting to grow again. So right here is we are going to be planting some asparagus roots for next year, and we do have some rhubarb plants in here in the back half. And as a matter of fact, the ones that we planted personally last year, we got the first signs of life right there. Woohoo! You know, over here we got them in the house right now, started as seeds, and we're going to put German giant radishes and some Detroit red beets over here and growing up. And then we got a ton of work, and we shouldn't have to amend the soil too much because it's still relatively new. But this was the garden area that we built last year in there, using mostly stuff that was laying around here and changing around. I think we bought the frame, the mulch, the beds, and the stones right there. These we're going to attempt to do like some root vegetables and probably some daikon radishes in there. So that's about where we are there. Maybe trim a few more trees. I'm out here doing this video because I wanted to do it for one of our projects, keep us going and keep us focused, and to see what it's like. And well, we're blessed with no rain yet, and I probably just, you know, put my foot in the mouth. I'm going to be doing a little bit of cleaning of the fire pit because there's enough metal in there from different stuff we burnt last year. We did redo the fire pit last year. I'll try and get back a little to see. And this was it's roughly 9 feet across, and that snow fence had a very terrible hornet's nest in that we got stung a few times. Last year there was about, this is all the garbage we got off the yard and with few items that were left from last year. This was about 15 truckloads of scrap crap from when we moved in together. So yeah, there's definitely an improvement from last year. And you got in the back here of the house and that, and like I said, it's going to look a little bit more attractive when I can get the tarps off of them. So moving right along here, the plans for this is Jeannie's flower garden, and we're going to most likely end up I got some seeds to seed it with echinacea and the purple coneflower, and probably going to put some dill and a few other things in here, and the rest is like strict pollinating, attracting insects for pollination. This was all overgrown. We managed to get it out to where we could actually get the riding lawnmower over here. A little bit better view of the forest area. It'll look a lot nicer. Some of the trees are fine. Buckthorn hurts like a bean whenever you get stuck by it, and there's too much of them over there. My son's birdhouse made it through the entire winter here, and this is his little quote-unquote secret spot. So you see what he does with that. So that's about the tour of our yard right there, what we're doing. You know, we've already ended up stocking up on a bunch of stuff. So we're pretty good set. I mean, actually, the only thing I'm worried about acquiring for most of the summer is dirt and wood. That's fine too. If you do have chickens, or if this is where it's our first year raising chickens, it's been awesome. And when we did the run, we lined it with coarse sand underneath. Actually, what we did is when I built the run, there's hardware cloth straight across to ensure there's no predators in there, and then some landscaping fabric, then a ton of pea gravel, and then a ton of coarse sand. Coarse sand is because it'll obviously give them grit. It's one less expense. We did run a little low because of the weather with the ladies. Say hi, ladies. And we got actually a bag of tube sand from Fleet Farm. It was the exact same thing, so that is what we'll be sticking at. We'll be adding a few things where we'll have some in reserve for next year. Currently through the COVID crap and that, we have about 2 months of feed, so it's real good. And see what's up. There's one. There's one. And she's probably starting to crap breakfast out or so we'll leave her alone. So, yep, that's about it though. That's the grand tour of the area and what it looks like now. And I hope in these videos I want to try and just see how things go. Try to have improvements in one. Again, it's 3 adults. My oldest adult daughter lives here, my wife, me, and 2 youngins. So with all this around, should be interesting. So thanks for watching, everybody, and those who are gonna watch it. You see, I can be civil if I have to. So, all right, have a good day, and hopefully you'll see more to come.